Hey guys, Al Morentin with Glaucoma Hope. So every day we start off with checking in with the eyesight. So today is November 19th, 2016. The left eye is the one that's okay, and yeah, it's perfect right now as far, it's as much as can be, And then the right eye is the one, the peripheral vision, it's good enough, and the straightforward vision, it's a little bit blurry, but it's getting a little bit better, I think, over the past week, and it's like sort of that globule thing going on a little bit, but it's almost like there's layers of those globules now, instead of just having like where it's I can't see anything and then I could sort of see something, and like little fractionated, whatever. It's like I could see something really clear, then sort of blurry, and not at all. And it's like, so it's like there's different layers of it. So things are opening up, it seems like. But I have about, I would say, overall, probably about 80% of what I have, my with left eye, right? So, and just so you know, like my prescription is generally the same with both eyes, but right now this right eye is a little bit blurrier because of whatever's going on. So I want to talk about that today, okay? So I'm developing a regimen for people with glaucoma to manage it, right? With holistic means. So what that means is without using pharmaceutical drugs, and with using things that are generally good for you, right? So they'll have an overall good benefit for your entire body, not just your eyes, right? So we're just adding in nutrition, and through foods, and then through oils and like tinctures and extracts and things like that. So just like old school style, right? With some new school flavor. So that's what we're working on, and everything is high level ingredients. Everything is on point. I'm an expert in this kind of a thing. I've been doing it forever, and then I have other experts that I bounce questions off of and things like that. And then I do other research as well, and things like that. So we're developing that thing, and the idea is to be able to manage the glaucoma, stop it in its tracks, but with holistic means, so you don't have to suffer the side effects of other more traditional therapies, right? And I read something yesterday saying that, like, as far as the traditional therapies, there hasn't been a new like drug or whatever on the market for 20 years. They're coming out with a couple, actually, that may or may not have promise, that like the side effects of them don't look promising, so that's why we're developing this protocol right here. So, and we have protocols for other things, for people with all kinds of stuff, with high blood pressure, cholesterol, all these kinds of things to help them manage that. We have that already. All right. So but the glaucoma is something that's sort of elusive, and we discovered something about 2 years ago that worked, right? And I'm the guinea pig, and it worked for me. And there was a little hiccup along the way a couple weeks ago, and we're trying to use that hiccup to our benefit. We actually ran out of what I used to manage it, right? The main ingredient. And what we discovered along the way is that that one ingredient isn't the end-all be-all, right? There is, when I ran out of it, I got so scatterbrained that when I finally found it, I did not incorporate the nutritional things and the other protocols that I had been doing, right? So I was just dependent on that, and that's not good, right? So depending on one thing, and because you need a holistic kind of approach to things, where a bunch of little touches will have a great huge benefit. So the one ingredient is a major component. Without it, you're fucked. But you need a bunch of other stuff around it to complement it. If that makes sense. Okay. So that's one thing I want to cover today, and then the other thing is things getting worse before they get better. Okay. So with protocols, especially holistic protocols, things they don't mask things, right? They actually help your body to figure out what's going on inside of it that's not right, and to correct it inside of you, right? So you help your body to fix itself, almost like you do when you run like a virus protection program, and then a disk clean program and all that kind of stuff in your computer, right? But you do that with food and tinctures and oils and extracts. All right. But the one thing is when there's change that happens, because in order to go from being not good to better to vibrantly healthy, then change has to happen along that way, right? So your body has to like literally restructure itself on a cellular level, and sometimes that could be painful. So sometimes there's like a storm before the calm when it comes to holistic healing and therapies. So like the uneasy feeling that I'm feeling today, and even the changes in my eyesight that went like a little fucked up, as far as the clear vision, but it seemed to open up, and then now it's clearing up a little bit, but with a little bit wider, so the whole point of that is like things will sort of get better a little bit, but then some pain can come along with that, or some other fucked up shit. Like with me, it might be seeing a little fuzzy for a little bit, but if you just keep on with the protocol, as long as you're doing some good stuff, and you have people behind you that, like me, to let you know that everything's going the way it's supposed to be, then that change, even though it's painful, can be really, really good, because what comes out the other side is something so much better, right? So just like when we do the cleansing and detoxification programs, people will go through a little bit of pain at first, like body aches, headaches, whatever, and they don't push through that to get to the other side, and they don't get the benefit from it. But those that do, it's like stepping into a whole new world and a whole new life when they come out that other side. So so that's what we're hoping is happening right now with my right eye, and that's why I'm doing this 100 videos in 100 days, so we could see that. So along this path that I'm taking, some fucked up shit might happen in here, and I might be going through a lot of pain, and hopefully not. I don't want to, but that might happen, and we'll monitor and stuff and let you know truthfully what is going on, and truthfully if I'm able to actually help my vision at all, or at least stop it from getting any worse, which is the main goal, right? The one thing that I will say before we end this one is that the one huge benefit that I'm seeing right now, besides the changes that are going on, is I'm not getting those flashes of light, those painful flashes of light. There's different types of glaucoma. One has pain, the other type doesn't, or whatever. But but it becomes really uncomfortable to be around certain kinds of light, and that I was getting like that with my right eye, and that's gone. All right, and that's a big fucking deal right there, right? So if I stop taking my stuff, if I stop doing my regimen, then it comes back right away in a matter of days. But right now it's at bay, and I'm really happy about that, because I was like the lights at the gym that I go to, and I go to the gym a lot, were just becoming so uncomfortable, and my vision was crowding. Like I was losing this so much that people coming on this side, like it was like they would startle me because I would notice them not right here, but like when they were like right here, it was like like almost like they jumped into my line of sight, but it was just that the line of sight over here was just gone, and so it was scary. It was like almost like some like it startled me, you know, and all people were doing was walking by me. So you know, having that little uncomfortable feeling here with the lights, and then you know having people appear out of nowhere, that's fucked up shit. So I don't have that right now. 2 weeks ago I did, and I don't want that to happen again if I could help it. So, you know, so things are happening are good, you know. Well, 8 days ago I was completely blind in my right eye, so things are really good, you know. But that's just another one of the changes that I'm talking about that could have happened, you know. Like after that, when my vision came back, you know, it's a little bit. It seems like it's a little bit wider. My peripheral field has opened up just a little bit. So and again, that could be my imagination too, you know. So you know, so we'll, you know, like we said, we'll monitor and we'll progress with this, and I'll keep on feeding my what's going on with me through this whole journey up until it's going into like February of 2017, I think, is how far we're going to go with this. You know, I'm going to have some other videos on a channel that talk about health and superfoods and things like that, and I'll share when those start to go live. I'll share those as well, so you could get some nutrition facts and things like that. But this thing right here is more about the journey and seeing if I could actually do something and develop a proper protocol for that I could deliver out to other people besides myself right now. Okay, like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years, right, with some great success. We had a little hiccup within this last month because I ran out of some stuff, and it opened up some opportunities to for me to find stuff, an abundance of the stuff that I need, so I could actually deliver it out to other people. That's one of the beneficial things that happen. And then I found some other ways to deliver this stuff that it just enables more people to ingest this stuff, because they may not like to do it a certain way. You know, it's not that one's more better than the other or easier than the other. It's just people have different preferences. You know, so everything we do for, like, you know, for the long haul kind of thing. And I didn't want to deliver this protocol out before because I didn't have a good line on the main ingredient that you need to be successful. Now I do. Now I have that, and I'm getting more and more because people are finding out about me and about the protocol that I'm making. And it's a big deal. This is a big deal. This is no fucking joke right here, right? I'm very serious about this because this is for me too. I have glaucoma. I have like it wants to advance the fucking shit out of it. I'm 50 years old, you know, and I'm losing my fucking eyesight in my right eye. And then when that's gone, how long is it till your left eye, right? That's how you think with glaucoma. So you need to stop that shit and you know, stop that motherfucking shit in its path and just lock it out. You know, say, hey, we're gonna fucking lock you out, and I'm keeping what I have. So I'm on a journey, I'm on a fight, and I think 99.99% we could win this fucker. All right, so stay with me, and I appreciate you staying with me. Like I always say, if you have any feedback on things that work that for you or for other people, holistic stuff, you know, then let me know about it. If you have any questions or stuff like that too, you know, or you have questions about other things, you know, other kinds of you know, like things going, conditions like Parkinson's or things like that, you know, high blood pressure, then just let me know and we could take care of that too. All right. Al Morentin, Glaucoma Hope. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.